Again, I just want to walk you through, now that we have rooted our phone, how we can go ahead and delete the apps that gain internet access, like the web browser and all the other Google apps and bloatware. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through that today and show you on the phone screen how you can clean this phone up a little bit. Alright, so we are here at the our first page, and what you do is you swipe up on the screen and you want to come down to settings and open up your settings. You will see that right here. You click on settings and you want to click on apps. And what we want to do, if we don't do this, we're going to have trouble when we delete the Google app. This Assist app right here, you want to go in here and make sure that this Assist app is set at none. If it's set to Google, when you go ahead and delete the Google app, your phone will go into boot loop and you're going to have to reflash the phone. So we're going to go ahead and click none. And let's go ahead and back out of here. We want to go ahead from here and make sure that we have downloaded in that file Root Explorer, which we've put in our toolkit that you'll find in the description of the video. You'll find that down in your downloads. Go ahead and grab it from the download section, come out of there and click on it and install it. Now I've already installed that, and we can find that up here. It's called the root browser. And there you see the root browser. You want to go ahead and go through this, and this is where we're going to delete our apps from the phone. So you want to go first to System. You're going to have to, by the way, when you open this up, making sure that you do have root. And I'll show you that we have root first. Root was found here in Magisk. You can see we're running Magisk 23, and it shows that we do have root. There it all says yes. And then as far as super user, make sure that root browser is set to allow for super user access. This allows you to delete these files from the root of the system. So now back to the root directory and the root browser. Let's go down to System, click on System, click on App, and then we're going to look down and we're going to delete all these Google documents, these Google files, APKs files. The APK indicates that it's an application, an Android application, and that we need to delete. So we deleted that. Go back. Come back and do the sheets. Do the same thing there. Delete it. And then the slides. Delete that. You can go ahead and delete Google Pay if you want. Okay, our next area that we're going to go into is the System private app. And we're going to go through here and make sure that there isn't anything that we need to delete. Don't delete the Google package installer. If you delete that, you won't be able to install any apps. You can delete My AT&T. That's bloatware that we're not going to use because the phone is probably never going to be hooked up to the internet. And so we're going to keep going. until we find delete visual voicemail. I've already deleted that. You just have to go through each one of these and delete everything. Okay, now we're going to go into system slash /product /app, and we're going to find more in this area. We can delete the Google Calendar. Go back. We're going to delete the Google browser. There will be no way to access the internet, the open internet, once that's deleted. Delete the Google Drive. This is just what I'm choosing to do, and I'm showing you how to accomplish it. This is your Google Meetings. Gmail. We don't need to have Gmail on here. You can decide if you want to delete Face Lock. File Manager doesn't need to be there. I wouldn't delete the Contact Sync adapter. Location history, I think, can go. Don't delete this one unless you have another keyboard. This will delete your keyboard, and then you will have to reflash the phone because it won't. You can't just easily reload these apps. You have to actually reflash the whole firmware on the phone. Delete Maps. Okay, keep going. Photos. We can delete. We're going to keep going, and videos. This is Google Videos. We don't need that either. And now we're going to delete YouTube. So there's no YouTube access. And then all the way at the end was YouTube Music. And we'll get that deleted as well. Now I want to take you back out to products. This is under system /product now private app. This is where we're going to delete some of the Google app that we'll get rid of. This will get rid of the search bar at the bottom of your phone screen. See GMS Core right here? Do not delete that. If you delete that, you'll run into trouble with your operating system because we're still running Android on this phone. There are other ways to do the rooting, and if you root it with a simple, if you have a phone that allows you to root with an app, you can use something like Titanium Backup, and you can back up these applications before you delete them. In case it doesn't work, you can restore them later. That's called Titanium Backup, and that's a great thing that you can use as well. But in our case, because we're on a Sonim XP8 and we've used Magisk to root, we're going to just use the File Explorer method here and delete. I tried Titanium Backup on this, and Titanium Backup doesn't allow you to delete these apps the way I've been able to. Finesky, when you are ready to delete the Play Store, you can delete this, but remember, getting the Play Store back on here is very difficult and will require you to reflash the firmware. So we're going to leave that until we are finished adding our apps, and then we can delete that Play Store. Now to delete the search bar, this is called velvet.apk, and we're going to go ahead, hold that down, and we're going to delete this. Make sure that you've also under that first setting that you have under the apps and Google Assist, you have set it to none. If it's not set to none, your phone will boot loop after you do this when you restart the phone. But we've already set that. And so we have deleted all of those important things. that we don't want to have. All right. With that, let's go ahead back out and check and see if we still have everything. And we still have everything in here because all that is done by deleting those apps, it's allowed us now to go into settings and go ahead and in the app folder, it's going to allow us to go ahead and delete. So we're going to go ahead back into settings, and like I was telling you before, make sure that the default apps were, of course, set. The Assist app was set to none, and not Google. If it was set to Google, you'd be sorry because your phone would boot loop and would stop working. So let's go ahead through here and let's uninstall the apps that we just deleted. We can uninstall. I think what we're going to have to do is do a restart on the phone to be able to delete these, because right now it's only allowing me to disable them. So we're going to go ahead and do a restart on this phone, and then we'll be back to show you how to finish uninstalling in the app folder. And as you can see, but there's still a few things that are left, like YouTube and Google. And even on the home screen, you'll see that the search bar is there at the bottom. And if you're to scroll over, it would come up as well. So what we're going to do is show you how to go ahead and completely uninstall those now. We're going to go right back into settings, click the app section. And this will allow us now that we've deleted those APK files, we can go ahead and uninstall the appropriate things. So let's come down here and don't uninstall Gboard, by the way. You'll lose your keyboard. We can uninstall Google. Google apps being uninstalled. Now you can see that it's been deleted from the search bar, is now missing. Okay, let's go ahead back to apps and continue uninstalling. Don't delete Google Play services. That affects the operation of the phone. When you're ready, you can delete the APK file and then delete Google Play Store. Right now, all you can do is disable it, but once you delete the APK folder in the root browser, you'll be able to uninstall it for good. I think the only other thing that I need to delete here is YouTube, and we'll uninstall that. Deleting the APK folder was all that it took to fully delete everything else. Okay, it looks like we have had success. Let's go ahead and head out of here. We'll double check that everything is cleared out. And it looks to me like we've had success. All right. Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for more. All right, everyone. Hi, this is Samuel again. I just want to show you, we have a rooted phone here, and I want to show you what happens when we uninstall or do a factory reset on a rooted phone that I've deleted all the Google apps from. As you can see here, the phone is rooted. We're going to go ahead and do a factory reset, and I'm going to show you what happens and how to fix it by reflashing the original firmware that we've saved. Alright, so what we do is we head down to settings, we go to system, and as you can see, we're running Android 10, but what we want to do is go to the reset options. And before I push erase all data, I'm going to make sure that we have our bootloader unlocked. First, we have to have our internet on. Make sure you've got that hooked up. That's hooked up. We're connected. Now we want to go back down to the system, advanced, developer options. Just double check that our OEM boot unlocking is checked for bootloader. USB debugging is checked. We come out of there. We head back to system, and this is where we're going to do our reset now. We're going to go ahead and do a full factory reset. Erase all data, and we're going to see what happens when the phone restarts. This phone has been fully rooted. We've removed all the Google apps, Google Play, and the Google Velvet, which controls the search bar. So there was no internet connectivity to any of those Google apps or any web browser on the phone. Now it's going to restart, and we're going to see what it looks like on the screen when we restart. So far so good. Phone is restarting. We have our start screen. We're going to go ahead and set this thing up. Skip the mobile network. Set up offline. Continue. Next. Skip. Phone is restarted. Now we have the phone back to its original look without any of the other, and the phone is fully rooted. There's no, all the apps we removed beforehand are completely gone. So it looks like we have a success. So what we're going to do now is that looks very good. That's a great success.